Hey guys, welcome back. So this is just more of a talky video. I'm completely exhausted. First day of work in 2 years working with the general public. You know, working next door for a year it was great. Working in the factory for a year, so I haven't had a public service job in 2 years. And I'm fucking tired. It's fucking hot in there. Apparently the building is an old Walmart, and the air conditioning doesn't really work, so it is blazing hot in there. You've got the freaking giant windows amplify the heat, and it's just, ugh, god. The heat was hot. It was huge. The numbers were huge. But it was hot. I got there at like 9 o'clock. Actually, no, it was like 9:45 or 8:45 rather. And I was supposed to just do the computer stuff. You know, the first day of work, it's usually computer stuff. Just sit there, watch videos, and all that bull crap. But then she's like, "Hey, there's a lot of people. Do you know how to work a register?" I'm like, "Oh boy, do I!" I think it was under by like 8 cents today. I'm like, "Oh, yeah." Someone was handing me change and it dropped like behind the register and it cracks where you can't reach. She's like, "That's fine. You know, if it's a couple cents, we really don't give a fuck about it." She didn't say that, but she's like, "Now, if it was a couple dollars that you were missing or something like that, yeah, then we'd be concerned. But a couple cents, you know, they're not gonna kill you over that." But so I ended up on register all day, and because it's Mother's Day, people were just coming in, cards after cards after cards after cards after cards after cards after cards of balloons, more balloons, so many balloons, so many balloons. There was balloons all over. It was incredible. I mean, it's not bad. Like, I don't really like working with people. I think most of you watch me are probably the same way. You're like my age or a little older. You're like, yeah, I fucking hate people. But you do what you gotta do. Um, got my schedule for next week. Basically, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 to 4. Except for Wednesdays. Wednesdays, I think I go in at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Because that's the earliest time that the public transport can get me over there. She's like, "Well, there's a route that will go out there on Wednesdays, but it's early." I'm like, "How early are we talking here?" He's like, "About 6 o'clock in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock." I'm like, "Okay, well, I don't get to bed till like 3, 4 o'clock, but that's fine. I'll just have to try to go to bed earlier. I'll have to dope myself up on medicine or some shit." Yeah, so did that. I had my break. I went over to the store, got myself a roast beef sandwich and a Sprite. And also I saw the same, like, there's a guy who works there. He used to work at Walmart. He used to work, I think, down at Dollar General. He lives here in Baden, but he works at Dollar Tree now. I don't know for how long, but I'm like, this guy is everywhere. I would see him like walking down the road, the main road coming into Baden. You would see him walking down the road. It's like he would walk to work. It's like, that's 6 miles. Who would, especially in the heat, who would walk 6 miles to work? I understand, well, people who need to get to work. Yeah, but there's always some way. You know, either a taxi or public transport, something. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I met him. Actually, I've met him a while ago. I think he was working at Walmart first time I got here, which was 2008. Pretty sure. And we started calling him my best friend. We wouldn't even really talk to him, but we would just been like, "Look, John, it's your best friend," because we would see him all the time. Like, he's a nice guy. You know, we would get him sometimes when we would check out and all that. He was a nice guy. He really is. But it's like, "Hey, John, it's your best friend." He looks like oh my god, what's his name? I can't remember. The guy who plays Rorschach in Watchmen. God, hang on, it's gonna freaking annoy me. Yeah, he kind of looks like Jackie Earl Haley. Kind of like that. He's a redhead, but it's like really short. But he kind of looks like that. He doesn't have that like, chiseled jaw look. But he kind of looks like that. So yeah, he looks like Jackie Earl Haley. Nice guy, though. Nice guy. And I'm sorry if you guys... I love that picture of Naruto with his eyes. But yeah, and apparently down on Main Street they had to block the street off. Like, I don't know, someone died or burnt or something, because they had the entire Main Street apparently was closed down. There was like sirens going on, so I don't know what happened. I haven't been down there yet. I actually haven't been down there since the other day. Been a while, considering I go that way almost every other day. Well, actually, no. What's today? The 6th. I think I paid my rent on like the 4th. She wasn't here on the weekend. Speaking of, is she still here? Yeah, she's still here. But yeah, so either someone died or someone done goofed. They done goofed. But yeah, I was just thinking of a video. I didn't want to play anything while I did it. I'll probably add some background music so it's not just me talking like an asshole. So I'm sure you guys like more real stuff anyway, where I'm just sitting here talking. I mean, normally when I do videos, I'm pretty well spoken for the most part. You know, if I'm playing something, it's still kind of hard to think of shit to talk about. But you know, I'm sitting here talking about my life, my job, you know, how my day was. You know, nothing major, no gameplay or anything, just Naruto. You fucking weeb. No. I what was it? I actually started watching Soul Eater again. Freaking great anime. It really is. If you haven't watched it and you like anime, watch it. Soul Eater, and then there's like a prequel to it which came out a couple years ago, but no. The 2017 or 2016. It's called Soul. I think it's like Soul Eater Not. Soul Eater Not. It was okay, but Soul Eater definitely is cool. Yeah, I resubbed to Netflix because I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, there's nothing to watch on YouTube. Like, all the YouTubers I would watch are going over to different platforms. So I'm like, there's nothing to watch. So I resubbed to Netflix, and they had Back to the Future again, finally. I'm like, Back to the Future? And I typed in Back to the Future, and it's like 1, 2, 3. I'm like, da 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 da. If anyone doesn't know, I love Back to the Future. It is an amazing series, perfect masterpiece. If they ever remake it, I will murder those who do. No. There are a few masterpieces, a few trilogies that are perfection. It may have flaws, but they are perfection in a sense that they are so enjoyable and they hold up so well. Back to the Future is one. Lord of the Rings is another. Hey John, what about, like, I don't know, Star Wars? I fucking hate Star Wars. Every time I try watching Star Wars, I fall asleep. You can't watch Star Wars, but you like Lord of the Rings? It's personal taste. I like the medieval, you know, elves, dragons, stuff. Sci-fi, space, wars type of things. I'm not really a fan of that. But you're like, you know what? Because you said that, unsubscribed. Unsubscribed. You don't like Star Wars? I'm unsubscribing from you, sir. Yeah, especially the ones now, they're just ruining them, and the fans are just sick of it. So, what are we? 9 minutes? What else? Even Naruto's waiting. Naruto's like, say something, dude. Say something, I'm giving up on you. At the bio. Believe it. I was actually going to go back and watch Naruto, but I was like, too many fillers. Now, if you want to watch an anime, really good anime that doesn't have any fillers, Yu Yu Hakusho. It's like a gateway drug. Um, you might remember Yu Yu Hakusho from Adult Swim, Toonami, back in like the early 2000s. Um, there's no filler. There's no filler whatsoever. They end an arc, and then the very next episode it sets up for the next arc. There's no filler. There's no stupid beach episodes, no stupid zany Saitama trying to kill a fucking fly or mosquito or whatever the fuck it was. Just pure story the entire time. It is so good. It's only like 120, like 23, 24 episodes. Same thing with Death Note. I've done several Death Note videos. Same thing. It's only like 35, 37 episodes. So when you have that many episodes, there's not a lot of filler in there, which is great. You don't want filler. Naruto suffers from that. Dragon Ball Z suffers, or just Dragon Ball in general. One Piece suffers from that. Stuff like My Hero Academia, Bleach. You know, a lot of those, they suffer from fillers. Some worse than others. But yeah, if you want a really good, or FLCL, that's a really good one. I think it's only like 7 episodes, right? Yeah, it's like 7 episodes. Just a lot of the stuff that they had on back in the day: Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Tenchi Muyo, what else? Evangelion. Ghost Stories is actually a really, really funny one. It's completely random. Cromartie High, same thing, fucking random. Bobo, that was on Cartoon Network back in the day. Bobo, super fist of the nose hair. He has like fucking long nose hair, whipped things, and it's completely fucking random. There's Duel Masters and Rave Master. I can do an entire freaking episode video just on the old shit that I used to watch. Freaking Ultimate Muscle, Flint the Time Detective. People don't remember Flint the Time Detective, and I'll actually do a video about that stuff. You know, Flint the Time Detective and Monster Rancher and Shaman King, which apparently Shaman King's coming back. Don't know. Shaman King. Shaman King was kind of, part of it reminded me of Naruto, because the main character, Yo, has a twin brother named Zeke, and it's kind of like an Itachi Sasuke kind of deal. One's good, one's evil. It's like, oh, little brother, try to kill me, and blah, blah, blah. So it's like a whole Naruto kind of deal. So, kind of looks like Itachi a little bit, except weirdly drawn because they got like the old fucking foreheads. Oh, so they look like Sakura then. Oh, Sakura, you and your big forehead. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to rant and rave a little bit just about my day. Yeah, I'm gonna put some crappy music over this. Call it a day. Anyways, hope you guys are having a great day. Let me know what your favorite anime is. What was your... Here we go. What was the first anime you ever watched? And do you still watch it? And if so, do you still think it holds up? I mean, because you can still go back and watch some like, oh man, these are really great. But then you can go back and watch some. They're like, well, it's not as great as I remember. It's still enjoyable, but it's not as great. But Yu Yu Hakusho, definitely you need to watch. It is as great as I remember. I watch it several times a year. That's how freaking amazing the show is. Death Note, same thing. Several times a year, I'm watching the full series of it. Soul Eater, same thing. I try to do that 2-3 times a year. Like Soul Eater is 50 episodes right now. I'm 25 episodes in. I just started not yesterday, but the day before that. So so Yu Yu Hakusho, Soul Eater, Shaman King is good. Death Note, obviously great. But yeah, let me know your favorite anime. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.